Right now, we are following some breaking news. It appears Sky10 is over the scene of a police chase. Let's get to Janice with more in the newsroom.
Yeah, Nicole, this is on the Turnpike southbound extension. We are following this silver Mercedes that you see there speeding down the Turnpike, really just zigzagging between cars at times. As you can see, they're going off to the shoulder, but going in and out of the lanes there, avoiding traffic. This Mercedes going very, very fast. Now, of course, we are gathering up details right now on exactly how all of this started, but we do understand that this car has been on the move on the Turnpike southbound for quite some time. We understand that the car started heading southbound at around near Davie, at one point passing Hollywood, and now heading southbound on the Turnpike extension. You can see they're getting almost blocked in by some cars, but doing its best. This driver is doing their best right now to weave in and out of traffic. But at many times we've seen some close calls here, as you can see right there, that this Mercedes is traveling very fast right now, heading down the Turnpike. Now, of course, we are working the phones right now, making those phone calls in to see exactly what led up to this seemingly police chase that is going on the Turnpike. But we can tell you where it is headed. Again, it is continuing to go south on the Turnpike. It had passed the Turnpike extension, but very important to note, because as you can see there, we've got those two lanes on the Turnpike, and this car is going very, very fast, and no doubt these cars on the road right now may not even know what is going on, but this person is definitely endangering the drivers there. You can see right now going off to the shoulder, trying to pass all the cars there, trying to pass this traffic. But we're following this silver Mercedes, trying to figure out exactly how this all happened. We don't know how many people are in the car right now. Obviously, we know there's a driver, but we don't know if there are any passengers in that car as well. Looks like we lost our signal for a moment, but just give us a second here for Sky10 to get its signal back. And there we go. As you can see, this Mercedes continuing to drive at a very high rate of speed here.
Now, Janice, do we know if, so from Sky10 we can just see the car, but do we know if police are on its tail, anywhere near the car right now?
And that's what we're trying to see right now. We haven't been able to get a vantage point of police, but we do understand that this is a police chase. And since it started in Broward County, it looks like it's now entering Miami-Dade County. So no doubt we could possibly see two counties involved in this chase. But we actually haven't been able to see, at least from this vantage point, police cars, and whether that means that they're staying behind because this car is going extremely fast, or that just means that they're trying their best to catch up. We simply don't have those answers yet, but of course we are working the phones to see exactly what caused this chase in the first place. And Nicole, Louis, as you could see, we're losing our picture here in and out, but as you saw there, this car, really reckless, the way this person is driving. As you know, the Turnpike, if you've taken the Turnpike, we all have, you can go very fast. You're looking at cars going 70 miles per hour to 75 miles per hour on the Turnpike. And assuming those cars are going at the normal rate of speed, seeing that car passing them just gives you an idea of how fast this person is traveling on the Turnpike. And for the most part, even though there are other cars on the road, they really haven't run into any traffic. And I can tell you, the last time I checked the traffic system, we didn't have any accidents or delays to report on the Turnpike. So right now, it seems like whoever this person is, they're going to have open road ahead of them to continue going at this high rate of speed.
But that's not the norm right now, Janice. I mean, normally we're living in very different times right now. Normally that Turnpike would be bumper to bumper at this time at 6:15. People are coming home right now. So, this driver obviously very lucky that there are not more cars on the Turnpike at this hour.
Yeah, Louis, you're right. And actually, since we've started this pandemic, if you will, we haven't seen as much traffic as we usually do, but usually, especially the Turnpike heading southbound, right as you're approaching the Golden Glades, which this car did, we usually see a lot of red on our maps. We didn't see that. If this person continues to head southbound on the Turnpike, they really wouldn't run into delays until they get into Southwest Miami-Dade area. That's where we're still seeing the red. But right now, pretty open road, even though there are cars. This person is, as we said, being very reckless, going in and out of traffic like that. And no doubt people who are driving on the Turnpike right now are probably looking in shock to see just how fast this person is traveling.
And I'm shocked as to how clear the Turnpike looks at this hour right now. Do we have any idea where in Miami-Dade that car is right now? I can't tell from my vantage point, but you are our traffic guru. You know exactly what these roads look like. Can you gain any or glean any information as to where this is happening right now in Miami-Dade?
Yeah, you know, the Turnpike is one of those highways it's really hard to gain that vantage point because it looks the same for so long. But we can tell you at last check, they were heading southbound at the Turnpike extension, heading for sure, going to be, if not already, heading into Miami-Dade County. There was a point where they were on the Turnpike southbound, passing Hollywood. We thought maybe they would get off at the Golden Glades and possibly head on I-95 or maybe even the Palmetto Expressway, but it looks like they have continued to drive on the Turnpike extension. When you see it on the maps, you know the Turnpike heads northbound and southbound, but there is that extension in which it does head eastbound, westbound.
So, Janice, we just saw that traffic sign there to Southwest 8th Street. It said about 10 miles, so we know that silver Mercedes is already in Miami-Dade County, passing a
Florida Highway Patrol trooper right there. He's definitely in the Sweetwater area.
It looks like he's slowing down.
Yeah, I think he's stopping.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like that trooper right place, and looks like this car is finally giving up and pulling up. But of course, we want to see what the situation is at this point. But like you said, we were able to see that sign that says about 10 miles to Southwest 8th Street. So you can just imagine this chase started around the Davie area, and look how fast this car was able to drive into Miami-Dade County.
And just to recap, all we know right now, we see the driver getting out.
Hands up.
Hands up. So we are going to see if it's just a driver or if there are more people in this silver Mercedes. And we know Janice mentioned this started in Broward County. So this driver has made his or her way to Miami-Dade County, now being pulled over by a Florida Highway Patrol trooper.
I didn't see any stop strips. Did you?
I did not.
Yeah.
No, it looks like this car stopped willingly.
Voluntarily, yeah.
It looks like they saw the trooper and sort of just pulled over willingly at that point. No doubt it was at that point sort of at a dead end. Looks like this driver's coming up with his hands up. So it looks like there's only one person in the vehicle right now. And at this point, it seems like he is cooperating. He's walking out of the car with his hands up. And we do have some information right now that I'm just getting from our news desk. We understand that the reports we are getting is that this started in North Lauderdale, and that BSO saying that there were shots fired at a victim. There were no reported injuries, but we understand this person fled in a silver Mercedes. Now, the address we are getting, again, this is all preliminary information, but we are told that this started in North Lauderdale at Southwest 71st Avenue. Something happened in which shots were fired at a victim.